Hey everyone, YG Gaming here, back again with another video. So today we're going to do another Master Mode prep video. You guys liked it last week Sunday, and a lot of you have been letting me know that it has helped you. So from now on we're going to make it like a ritual. Every Sunday we are going to be doing a Master Mode prep video where I will be showing you my free-to-play teams and my normal teams that I'm going to be using for Master Mode for maximum 7,500 points. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to press like, and also don't forget to share. Also follow me on my Instagram at YG.gaming. Also on there I've got a giveaway for 9,800 gems, so do check that out. So let's get into the video. So this coming week from tomorrow, Will's going to be weak to ghost type Pokemon, and this is my free to play team that I'm going to be using. I've got Mewtwo as my main striker, I've got Gengar to sleep, and I've got Rosa here to raise special attack. So Mewtwo here, the lucky skill I'm going to be using is Critical Strike 1. Theme skills will not matter, the only one that will matter here is the Kanto, and I've got it at level 1. Next one I've got is Agatha and Gengar. So like what I said, I'm going to be using Hypnosis. I'm going to try and use the sleep chain method to try and sleep Will, and I'm going to hit hard with Shadow Ball, and I will be syncing with Gengar if he is asleep, and if it works. If not, I can always sync with Mewtwo, but ideally I would like to sync with Gengar due to the ghost type weakness. Lucky skill that I've got here is Fast Track 2. Again, it's not the best lucky skill to have on Gengar. I do have other Pokemon that I have tried to put cookies on. This is just one that I just slapped any random cookie on. Theme skill, again, the only one that will matter here is the Kanto. And then finally we've got Rosa. Again, I'm going to use it for special attack all, and I've got time to energize to keep increasing the move gauge, and the more move gauge that is being generated, the more Shadow Balls I can do against Will. A lucky skill I've got is Enlightenment 9. So Enlightenment 9 is not the best, it's better to have Vigilance on support units, but Enlightenment 9 will be okay if any stats do get decreased, and again theme skills will not matter. So this is the sync grid that I've got on Rosa. So it's basically the 2 out of 5 sync grid with special attack all, MP refresh, time to energize, MP refresh, and energy ball on a roll. So this is the grid that I'm going for Rosa. Moving on now to my main team that I'm going to be using against Will, and I'm going to be using the Kanto trio against Will. So I can use Drift Bell and Mismagius. However, I haven't used a Kanto trio in a while now in a Master Mode battle, so I thought why not. This is a guaranteed win for 1,500 points. So you can use this, or you can use a ghost type team for it. So yeah, so this is what I'm going for. For red, lucky skill I've got is Critical Strike 2. Theme skill, everything's on +4, and I've got the Blast Burn sync grid. So I've got the sync node buffs, I've got Rejuvenate 6 to make sure my move gauges go back to +6 after syncing, and I've got Power Reserves 2. Moving on now to Venusaur. Venusaur, I've got lucky skills Vigilance, and again theme skill, everything on here is +4. And then I've got Hemming 2 to lower evasiveness, Potion Master Healer, Potion, MP Refresh, Mega Healing, MP Refresh, and Razor Leaf, MP Refresh. So ideally I wouldn't want to poison or lower stats with Venusaur because of the points. However, if that point system doesn't work in the parameters, I will then take it off, and then I will be using Venusaur to poison and to heal and to lower stats. Moving on to Blastoise. So now Blastoise, again lucky skill I've got is Vigilance. It's the best lucky skill you can have on a tank like Blastoise. Theme skill, everything here is on level 4, and the grid is the standard tank grid. So Team Fist Bump 2, Team Triage Tank 2, Quick Cure, Impervious, and MP Refresh on 2 at the top, X Defense Wall, and Water Pulse. So I will be buffing defenses, critical hit, move gauge, and once that's done I'll just spam Water Pulse. However, Charizard should do the job. It should use Blast Burn just to clean sweep it all, so I wouldn't really need to use it, but it's there just in case if I need it. So this is against Will. Moving on now to, oops, let's go back to Bruno, and Bruno this week will be weak to fairy type Pokemon. So what can I say? This is now Xerneas's time to shine again. So I'm V3 Bruno for free to play with just using Xerneas. However, this is the team that I'm going to go for. So I've got Sylveon as my main striker. So Sylveon will be attacking, and lucky skill I've got his power reserves 1. Again, it's not the best, so I just slapped anything on it. Theme skills all basic at level 1, and again we know no sync grid. Same with Gramble, so no theme skills on it, it's all basic, no sync grid. Lucky skill I've got is Stoic 1, but again you can have Defense Crush 1 or Defense Crush 2. Bruno does have high defenses, so it will be good to lower his defenses by using Gramble. And also Gramble can lower attack. Bruno does like to have a lot of attack. He is a physical type opponent, so you can lower his stats with Charm with Gramble. And then Xerneas, what can I say? Xerneas. I will be using Horn Leech, but again we do know the passives has Fairy Power 5, so that Moonblast will hit hard. I did put Vigilance on it as a lucky skill. Theme skill's got level 4 on Fairy, so the whole team will get a HP buff. And I've got the Horn Leech grid at the moment, as you can see, so Recuperation 1, Impervious, Master Healer 1. However, I may use a Fairy type grid on it, but I'll see how the Horn Leech one does first as a free to play. Moving on now to my full strength team that I'm going to use against Bruno. So here you can see I've got Palentine's Whimsicott, Lily and Clefairy, Erica and Comfy. So Serena is here basically to paralyze Bruno, lower his speed and hit hard. And passives, it does have Ramming Speed, Hunter's Instinct. I have put Inertia on the sync grid. Lucky skill I've got is Gritty 2, so it will attack a bit more harder once it's paralyzed, and I've got the +4 on the Fairy. And as you can see here on the sync grid, I've got the sync move nodes on it: Paralysis Energy 5, Inertia, Sugar Rush, MP Refresh, and Stun Spore Troublemaker, just to make sure the paralyze works. Lily and Clefairy is going to be here to use as a support to buff up the special attack, and critical hit of Whimsicott. I've got X accuracy all to make sure that that paralyze gets hit perfectly. Lucky skill I've got Stoic 2, but again you can have Defense Crush 2. Theme skill I've got level 4 in Fairy, so the whole team will get a HP buff. And then here you can see my sync grid, so I've got lots of MP refreshes, and also when I use X accuracy all, I will be able to heal Clefairy, and Disarming Voice as well will also lower his stats in case I've put the parameters of lowering stats off. Now finally I've got Erica and Comfy. She's just here to use X regen all, so the whole team can self heal, and after Bruno sinks I can use a layup as well to just heal the team. Lucky skill I got is Vigilance, again another +4 on Fairy, so again the team's gonna get at least 120 HP in buff. And it's also going to get another extra HP buff from Whimsicott as a tech unit. On the grid, I've got Draining Kiss, Master Healer 1, Layup, MP Refresh, Layup as well, Shared Fortune, so I do have a chance of raising the team stats at random, and also Draining Kiss, Move Gauge Refresh. So this is the team that I'm going to be going for. So Whimsicott to hit, and I've got the 2 supports to help the team. Moving on now to the third opponent, and the third opponent is Koga. Koga this week is weak to ground type moves, so for the free to play unit, I know we don't have that many good ground type Pokemon for free to play, but I've gone for this team. So I've gone for Mew to be my shifty striker, Starmie to buff stats and evade, self heal, and I've got Swanna to heal and buff speed and defenses. So Mew here, I think you've all seen it, so I do have Antitoxin as a lucky skill. Again, it's not the best to have, but I've just left it on there, I haven't changed it. Again, the theme skills here won't matter. The only one that will matter here for me will be Kanto, because it can link with Starmie. And this is the sync grid that I'm going for. So Natural Remedy, Agile Entry 2, Shifty Striker 2, so First Aid 4. So we are going to try to evade with Mew and hit hard. And also got Swift, Move Gauge Refresh 3. So I will be trying to spam Swift in the beginning, and then after syncing with it, trying to hit it with Blizzard. Next one is Starmie. So Starmie here, again, I'm just going to use to buff up special defenses. Use the Catch Me If You Can on Swanna to raise the evasiveness, and so that Swanna can heal and tank. Lucky skill I've got now is finally Vigilance. Theme skill, again, +4 on Kanto and Water. The one that's going to matter here is the Kanto and Gym Leader. Gym Leader will sync or match up with Swanna and Skylar, and then Kanto can match up with Professor Oak and Mew. Here's the grid that I will be using. So you can see all the Bubble Beam power-ups, Bubble Beam, Move Gauge Refresh, X Special Defense MP Refresh, and Catch Me If You Can MP Refresh as well. And now going to Skylar and Swanna. Again, there's not much to say here. She's the tank of all tanks, top of Xenius. Lucky skill of Vigilance. Theme skill here, the one that will matter here is Gym Leader, so you can focus on the Gym Leader. Here's the sync grid. So Master Healer 1 times 2, Gust, Move Gauge Refresh 9, so I've got the guarantee that I am going to increase in move gauge, and Potion MP Refresh and Take Flight MP Refresh. Okay, so that is my free to play team against Koga. For my full strength team against Koga, I'm going to be using Garchomp and the Sand team that I've got. So Garchomp will be there to attack, Acerola is there to flinch and to use Sand, Jasmine and Steelix is there to defend, and also just block as much as it can, so that Garchomp can do what Garchomp does best, and that's attack. So lucky skill I've got here, Surgeon Sand 2, theme skill here, again, these ones here over here won't matter. Here's the sync grid, so it's all the Earthquake power-ups, Ramming Speed, Surgeon Sand 3, Sand Shelter, Sand Screen, and Earthquake Move Gauge Refresh. So you can see I will be spamming Earthquake after powering up. Palo Sand again, so I will use Astonish to flinch in the beginning. Once it's done its job, I use Sandstorm. I've got Troublemaker 1 on the lucky skill, and again we've got the theme skills here. Here's the grid that I'm going for. So again, Sandstorm MP Refresh, Sandstorm Flagbearer 9, Sandstorm Focus Group 4, Astonish Aggravation, Sandstorm Move Gauge Refresh, Sand Shelter, Soothing Sand 1. So this is just here for the sand. But it is an amazing unit to use for Garchomp. And then Jasmine and Steelix. So the lucky skill I've got here is Defense Crush 2. You can have Vigilance if you want. And again, here's the theme skills. And here is the sync grid that I've got. So it's the Sand Tank grid. So Soothing Sand 1, Sand Shelter, Clang, MP Refresh, X Defense, all MP for Refresh, Clang Berserker Bunch 1. So you can see what I'm going here. It's just the Sand team, and it's the Sand team that everyone uses when an opponent is weak against ground. Moving on to the next Elite 4 member, and that's Karen. And Karen this week will be weak to rock type Pokemon. So for my free to play unit, I've got Onyx, Aurorus, and Probopass. So Onyx I'm going to use as a striker. So it is a tank unit. So over here, lucky skill I've got is Mad Strength 2, so I can raise my attack after I hit. And I've got the level 4 on rock. And if we check the sync grid, so you can see I've gone for the striker grid. So I've got Tough Cookie, so Hunter's Instinct, Haymaker, so I know the higher my attack and defense is, I will hit hard. So you can see here what I've gone for, so I'm just trying to hit hard with Onyx after buffing up my stats. I'm going to use Aurorus here. So I'm going to use Aurorus here for, first of all, Rock Tomb to lower the speed. And then I will use afterwards Rock Slide to flinch. I've got Stoic 2, so I can raise the defenses after using move, but again it's better to have something like Defense Crush 2 or Defense Crush 1 to lower defenses, so that one it's can hit a bit harder. Level 1 on Rock as well, and again we know this hasn't got any sync grid. Probo Pass as well, no sync grid. Lucky skill is Grass Guard, again I haven't changed it, but again it's better to have something like Vigilance or something on this, as it's a support unit. But what this is here to do is raise the defenses of the team, and also raise the speed, so we got Hunter's Instinct. And again we got level 4 on Rock, so I will be giving a HP buff to the whole team. So this is what I'm going for, and hopefully it will work out, and we'll be able to get 3,900 points by this contribution. My full strength team against Karen is over here, so I've gone for something a little different. I'm going to use something that I used to use right in the beginning when there were no sync grids, and my main striker here was going to be Olivia and Lycanroc. This is just going to be here to hit hard with Stone Edge and Sync. Again, lucky skill here, I've got Stalwart 2, so my special defense can't be lowered, so when I do use hard as diamonds, my special defense doesn't go down. However, it is good to have probably critical strike 2 on this, because we do have Starmie that can raise special defenses, so it's down to you what you would like, so you can either have this or critical strike 2. Theme skill again, level 4 on Rock, and everything else is level 1 here. On the sync grid, again this is a sand grid that I've got at the moment. I haven't changed it. I probably may change it due to the other supports that I have in the team, but this is what I've gone for. I may change this up later on so that I've got a sync grid on this, but this is what I'm going for at the moment. So it's just the Stone Edge, Move Gauge Refresh, and X Attack MP Refresh 2. Moving on now to Starmie. Again, Starmie you've already seen, and Swanna in my free-to-play team. So everything here is the same moves, same lucky skills, same theme skills, and same grids. So you can go back and rewind the clip to see their sync grid, but you can see over here quickly that they all are the same. And finally, the last person is Lance, and Lance from tomorrow will be weak against Dragon. So this is my free-to-play team against Lance. I've got Haxorus to hit hard with its move, and I've got Torchic and Salamence to be my supports to just buff up Haxorus' stats. So hack up its stats and then just spam Outrage. Once it's confused, it will do the rest of the job for me. I've got Lesson Confusing 9, which I think is the best lucky skill to have on Haxorus. And then I've got the +4 Dragon, which will be activated with Salamence. And here's the sync grid I'm going for. So I've got Carry On 1, I've got Outrage, Confusion, Boon 5, which will make my Outrage a bit more powerful. Outrage, Move Gauge Refresh, and then you're going down at Durable 4 to get that Endurance. Torchic. So Torchic, I think we all know, so no grids, it's just here to buff up the attack and critical hit of Haxorus. Lucky skill I've got is Defense Crush 2, so if I lower defenses, Haxorus can hit harder. It's a physical striker. Theme skills here will not matter. And finally I've got here Lance, so no grid, sorry not Lance, Drake and Salamence, so no grid on him. Lucky skill I've got is Trade Mine 8, it's not the best to have, but it's just something I just put on it. Again, it's got level 1 Dragon. If you want to, you can have level 4 Dragon so that the whole team can get an extra buff in HP. The main thing I'm going to do with this is just raise special defenses and use hard to starboard when I need more move gauge. An extra benefit of this is that also that my defenses will also increase. So that's the main team that I'm going to be using. And finally, my last team that I'm going to use for the full strength against Lance is this team over here. So I've got SS, Cynthia and O as my main striker, SS, Alicia and Rotom, and Drake and Salamence as my supports. There's not much I can say about Cynthia and O. I think we all know it's an amazing unit. I'm going to start by using Eyes on the Prize to just reduce the sync move countdown, raise my critical hit, just spam clanging skills and then hit it hard until I sync. Lucky skill I've got is Unbending. Theme skill is the +4 on Dragon. So again, I will have increased attack and special attack because of Salamence. Here is the sync grid I'm going for. So I've got high 5-1, so when I do sync I've got +2 on all my stats. Clanging Scales Unhindered, Dragon Breath, Move Gauge Refresh, and then I've got the Clanging Scales Move Gauge Refresh as it is a full gauge move. Signature Alicia and Rotom is going to be here to raise special attack in the beginning and use Breathtaking so I can just quickly sync with Kommo-o. Lucky skill I've got is Vigilance. Again, the theme skills here will not matter. And here's the grid I'm going for. So Ridicule 2, Leg Up 2, Agile Entry 1, Special Attack All MP Refresh, and then Breathtaking MP Refresh. And lastly, Salamence is exactly the same as the free to play team, so everything's the same. Lucky skill, theme skill, no grid. It's just here to buff up special defenses and use hard to start board if I need more move gauge, so that Salamence can hit hard. So they're my teams that I'm going for. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do like it, smash the like button. Hopefully these teams here will help you to get 7,500 points if you're going for the full run. If you're a free to play player and going for minimum, 3,900 points. Hopefully this team or these teams that I'm using will help you. Do let me know in the comments as well what teams you're using. Are you going to switch anyone up? Are you using different sync grids for different units? And let me know as well if what I'm showing you does help you to achieve it. And also last week when I did do this video, every unit I did use in my actual video the day after, and you can see how it worked out. So hopefully I'll get everything perfect again for this coming week. Okay, so that's the end of the video. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button, don't forget to share, follow me on Instagram, do sign up to my giveaway, and then I'll see you for my next video for my Master Mode video.